Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm just showing you an update on this garden room now. Now I've actually been away for a couple of weeks doing some other little projects, but they're all done now. And I've come back and look, everything is pretty much done apart from the floor, skirtings and architraves and a few door linings, which I had to come back very quickly to get done for the tilers in the bathroom. Unfortunately, I couldn't video any of the progress for how they did the bathroom, but I can kind of walk you through it. But I just want to show you it's pretty much there, which is absolutely amazing. So right, so we got all the sockets on. So majority of them are all, let me just take you around actually. Majority of them are all USB as well. So they've got two USB sockets down there. It doesn't cost any more to have either a standard socket or a USB socket. Then we've got some wall mounted lights up there, which I had to put some timbers in between the studs. You've probably seen them in all my other videos. And then there's some big bits of timber in here to take a wall bracket. There's a big timber in there between the small window to take the aircon unit, which is going to be in there. And the hot water cylinder and the tank's all in. The fuse board is all in this cupboard here. And then there's going to be obviously a door and a lining in there. Door lining here. This is the bedroom. It's just looking absolutely amazing, guys. Look, it's just absolutely fantastic. So the tiler did chat with me and the customers and the plumber to see if we wanted to raise it up on a plinth, but I thought it'd just look a lot crisper, a lot sharper if the tray was a lot lower level, which it looks absolutely awesome. There are just a few tiny little snags, which the toilet has started leaking ever so slightly, but they're going to come back and sort that out. But apart from that little foible, it's been absolutely awesome. So all the tiling's all done, and the tiler was absolutely happy. He was 100% happy with all the walls that I put up. He said they were within 0.1 of a millimetre, which is absolutely awesome. Got the door lining in, but I'm going to show you how I did all the door linings in these other two door linings. Okay, guys, I had to quickly get that one in for the tiler so he could put his bead up along the side so we don't have to have an architrave in here. All right, so it's just absolutely seamless. And I've routed out where the hinges are going on this door, and obviously the door is going to swing in this way. Okay, but this is the bedroom. Lovely big window there, 1400 by 1400. Same on that side, lovely big door. But now this area here is going to be an office. That's why there's so many sockets down there. And obviously an aerial point and all that sort of stuff. And then there's an access up into the loft here. And I can show you all the insulation once I pop my head up through there, but I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, it's just looking absolutely awesome, guys. I'm so pleased with the progress. It's just absolutely awesome. So anyway, so I'm working outside today, guys. So last week, Friday, I put on soffits and fascia down this run, but there is one more fascia to go on. So I'm going to show you how I cut it, how I prepare it, how I mark out all my fixings and physically fit it up there, what I'm going to be painting it in, what the fascia is going to be, what the soffit is, what's going up in the soffit, all that kind of stuff, guys. I mean, you've kind of seen some details in the past that it's going to be a vented soffit, all that sort of stuff, but they changed from plastic now to ply, so the vents have had to change. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take you, have a little walk around the build. Now you can see there will be some pipe work at the back, which is all for the waste, all that sort of stuff. The flooring is down here, so it's a quick step. I think it's the alpha line of the quick step. So it's like a light grey oak sort of colour, which is absolutely awesome. So there are just a couple of little bumps in the floor, purely because this floor that I got was not a damaged floor as such, but it was a floor that they couldn't really sell as a clean, crisp floor. So I took it in the basis of I might have to do a little bit of shimming or just a little bit of planing off from the joints because some of them were a little bit bowed, but I knew that was going to happen anyway. I knew there was going to be ply going down here and then an underlay and then the floor. So it doesn't really matter as much. I'm not latexing over this, so it doesn't really matter. So Anyway guys, that's the update on the inside. I can show you all the lights if you want, but you probably won't see anything because it's so bright. It's a beautiful day outside. So yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. It's just so nice to see the inside shell all done. So we didn't actually plaster this in the end. The Tyler, he's almost like an all-rounder type of guy. He decided between us and the customer that we were just going to tape and joint everything. It was a lot quicker. You could get on the walls and stuff straight away. You didn't have to wait until everything dried, and then you'd have to miscoat it. You still miscoat it even when you don't plaster it, but it was just a lot quicker to get on it. So yeah, it's looking absolutely awesome. Just so pleased. Right, anyway, let's take you outside and we'll show you around the back. And then we'll get on and do all this fascia. Right. So you can see all the water coming in and the electrics coming up through there. So we got to do a little bit of boxing in around with the cladding. But apart from that, it's all done there, which is absolutely awesome. All right, guys. And then you got the vent coming out there. That's for the bathroom. All right, up there. And that comes out through the soffit. All right. All right, let's get on and start doing this fascia. So what I've got here, just get all set up, is a piece of 8x2 tannalised green treated timber, C24 grade. Doesn't have to be C24, but that's all that the merchant sells. So, and what I've got to do at the top, because we got corrugated roof sheets going on, what we want is the pitch angle of the roof with the fascia. Let me just grab a piece I did the other day. So, even though this isn't the full size, but this just represents the pitch on the top. So when the roof sheet comes down, it just glides straight over the top and then overhangs by 65mm to go into the gutter. So what I got to do is this reference point here is where I set up a straight edge, okay, alongside the timber, and then I can just splice that off with my skill saw, and that will be the set height to the one I've already fitted up there. And you can see the soffit's all done as well, but I'm going to show you how I did that on the opposite side. So I had to get this one up so I can get the roof sheet up so the client could see basically what it all looks like, because everything's here, all the cladding's here, all the trims are here, all the roof sheets are here, and they're happy with it now. So I can just basically crack on with it and get it done. So first step is to set up my long straight edge, okay, and I've got 2 pieces of ply for that. And I'm just going to set my combi square up to that reference point that I just showed you on that piece of timber, which is there, like that. And it's there, isn't it, like that. I'm just going to mark a line all the way down through the timber. And like I've said in previous videos, guys, the crown always up, okay? Always. Or if you have it down, do that on the next piece so it looks nice and straight all the way through the run. And I've got these 2 12mm pieces of WBP ply from offcut of the soffit, because I oversized it first and then just did all the trimming and stuff when I came back. In this part here, guys, I'm just using a straight edge just to make sure all those bits of WBP ply are nice and straight, ready for me to make my cut. Now I've got my circular set up to that pitch angle. I'll just check it again. Yeah, it's perfect. It's fine. Right, let's go along, cut that off. There we have it. That's it, that's that bit done. Then we just got to cut one end off square, which I'll do on the other end, and then we've got to do the routering to take the soffit. And I'll show you the reason why. We've got to router that out in a minute. Just hoover up the dust. I know it's time consuming, but clean sight is a happy sight at the end of the day. Right, now that that's done, guys, flip it up, and then we'll do the cutout to take the soffit. Which I'll take you up there so you can see it. So you might be able to see it on the camera. You can see I've routed a groove out of that fascia. So let's say if anything fails on that soffit at all, you've got something to take it if it drops. Even though it's screwed, that soffit all the way through, you might not be able to see it on the camera. It goes all the way through there, and those holes out are to take the vents up there, okay? So if anything fails there, it will just drop and sit in that groove. And then the cladding is going to be going and butting up on the underside of that. So if anything fails there, which it won't, but if it does, it's got that to drop against, okay? So it's just an easier way of doing it. So in this part of the video, guys, I'm just using my 1/4 inch router just to router out a groove ready to take the soffit in the fascia board. And then once that's all done, I'll finish it all up by painting it in a black exterior paint, and then took it up there, glued it all, and then fitted it. And then we carried on with the opposite side, and that's a good job, well done.